So Max, you have a lot of nicknames now. One is Hustle MVP, the one is Secretary of Defense. Given your often heroic fight for every ball, is Mad Max accurate also?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I've gotten that a few times throughout my career, but I think my favorite is Verteidigungsminister.
There are scenes where you act like a goalkeeper at handball or soccer, or you don't leave your opponent a millimeter of space. When did you decide that defense is the key to your professional career?
Well, when I was in college is when I really picked up my defense, and I think that's when I had a realization that there's a lot more talented offensive players and I have to make an impact in other ways. And I really took pride in my defense, and it turned out to be something that I could do really, really well and use to my advantage and, help my team win in that way. And then becoming a professional and getting more experience, the offense started coming to me a little bit more, and it just defense kind of became something that could lead me into my offense and help me get on the court and help my team in different ways.
Normally with basketball also being show and entertainment, the fans love dunkings and in the last couple of years 3-pointers, but here in Fechter they recognize and they give you lots of applause for your effort. Do you recognize too that on the field, and does that give you a push?
Yeah, for sure. Making hustle plays, for me, if I'm on the bench and I see one of my teammates, or even if I'm on the court and I see one of them dive on the floor to save a ball or something like this is the most exciting for me. And I can tell the way the fans react, also for them, it's something that they like to see. They like to see, their players laying it out on the line to help the team win. And, I think that is kind of the culture with the fan base and the team that we had. It's just become like a culture thing between everybody, like the hard work, push yourself type of culture, and that's a good culture to be in, for me at least.
At the Final 10 in Munich, in the absence of Steve Asturia, Jordan Davis, and then also Josh Young, you had to direct, score, and prepare the game much more.
Yeah.
How was that for you, especially in the last game?
Well, it was different coming from the preparation, but it's something that I had experience with in practice, because when we split up the teams to play 5-on-5, I'm not always on Vestoria's team, or I don't always have Josh on my team to, lead with the scoring or play creation type of role. So I have experience with that role. I mean, I am been playing in the BBL for 2 years now, so maybe I wasn't the best at it on the team this year, but I definitely had confidence, and I think that showed in the Crailsheim game. When I had to take on more responsibility, I thought I did well, and I mean, of course, I have to thank my teammates for making their shots when I get some assists and things like this. But it's definitely a position that over the years I felt more comfortable with, and yeah, there's going to be times where situations arise where players are hurt or something, and I have to do more than just defense. So.
And what value does this season have for you? You did your best in the FIBA Basketball Champions League, finished 6th in front of Corona, despite the departure of TJ Bray, Austin Hollins, and Seth Hinrich. So is it this season even more worse?
Yeah, I mean, the value was incredible this year. Just starting at a point of my first year playing international, great experience. Got to play against some really awesome talent, players that in the NBA and that played in the NBA and things like this, playing in historic places. That was really cool. Having success doing that also, finishing 6th, we missed the cut for the playoffs, but it was close, and just to be in that run and that, that's going to be something I'll remember forever. And then the way the BBL ended up before the tournament was really good. I mean, last season, it's hard to repeat what we did. Everything just seemed to fall into place. And, going in, I had the same expectations, maybe even higher expectations, but I'm happy with how it turned out because I know it could have been much different. And I know that because we put in the work every day and we continue to get better until the end, that, that's successful in my mind.
The last game here at the Rasterdome with fans in here, we won on the last shot against Gießen. So it comes to your mind, I think, now. How much do you miss this atmosphere?
It's a special place. It's definitely a special place to play in. It must really be hard for other teams to come and play here. And that gives credit to the fans every game, even if we've lost a few games. They're always loud, they're always exciting, they always motivate us on the court. And just, the last 2 years developing relationships with fans or sponsors, people that I've known throughout the years. That's the kind of atmosphere that I like to be in. Somebody who I can talk to by name, and that's really, really cool, really important to me. Developing those kind of relationships and playing for those kind of fans. That's an atmosphere that's probably the best or one of the best in the BBL.
Yes, and because of what you are saying, you're one of the faces like Josh and Philip at this club for the last couple of years. The fans love you. You keep your heart on the field. Has Rasta basketball, the way we play it, been the perfect combination with the use of Max DiLeo?
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 years, just the way I play fit into the culture here and fit into the way we do things. As far as defense go, we put, we have defense as a high priority. Hard work, being on time, every day, practice, getting better. I think those are all things that I bring to the table, and that, I don't know how to say it, and that brought us success. And maybe on a different team, they don't value the characteristics that I bring to the table for a team. But the last 2 years, Rasta, I think, was a perfect fit, and I think they valued me really well with the way I play and how I fit into the system.
You made your name here, and the name DiLeo as a family is a real, we call it house number in German basketball. Your brother TJ has been playing here 7 years now. Yep. He was also an all-star twice. Could you also play together on one team one day? Is that one of your dreams?
Yeah, for sure. I was joking around about it a few days ago with him. So maybe one day, who knows? That'll be really fun. It's also fun playing against him. So I don't know how the competition will be if we're on the same team, but yeah, it's something we joked around about a little bit. I don't think it's something that we're going to try and plan to do, but if it happens, that would be an awesome scenario.
Basketball, your talent was handed down to you by your parents.
Yeah.
Your father, Tony, was a high school star. That is what I read. He won the German championship twice in Germany with a men's team from Cologne, and 7 times with the ladies as their head coach. He coached the 76ers. Your mother was a national player and for Germany at the Olympics. She once won 131 games in the Bundesliga in series. What are they doing now?
Well, my father's with the Wizards now. So he's still involved with basketball. My mom is very involved with watching our games, and I talk to her while I'm watching my brother's games on the phone. Sometimes I get mad at her because if she's a little bit ahead in the stream, I can tell what happens. But yeah, we just talk about basketball all the time. My mom is very knowledgeable, and sometimes for me that's a little bit frustrating because when she's giving me tips on the game, and I know she's right, but it gets a little frustrating sometimes. But she she really knows basketball well, and throughout my life, she's helped me so much. And of course, the same with my dad. And yeah, the family is still a basketball family. So I think that's how it's going to be forever.
And also parents take care about the health of their sons.
Yeah.
So you had some problems with your teeth this year. So
Just a few.
you've just been at the dentist. The last question, how are you, and with everything okay?
I'm okay. Hopefully, I don't need to get any more teeth, at least for a while. Yeah, it's just been difficult, you know, that's part of the game. Injuries, unfortunate situations like losing teeth that, I mean, it's more of annoying than anything. I can't go around smiling to people. Luckily with Corona, I can wear a mask all the time, so people don't know that I'm missing a tooth. But yeah, I mean, that's just like a minor consequence of being able to play the sport that I love, you know? As long as nothing serious is wrong, little injuries here and there that come with playing the game, you know, that's part of the sport, you know, that's part of the reason why we play. We put our bodies on the line for the sport that we love, and that's part of the fun.
Max, thank you very much for the interview and that you always give 100%.
Yeah, well, thank you.